Good afternoon, everybody. Excuse me. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this video. As you see by the title of the video, it can be review of Weirdmageddon Part 1, which looks like it will be a 4-part series episode of Gravity Falls, which, even from thinking from that, could end the series itself. No, it's not confirmed that it's 4 parts. I assumed that it was only 2 parts, but from seeing a YouTube video, I think it was YouTuber, The Next Big Thing, or Gravity Falls Gossiper, one of those two. They showed all the pictures and putting them together, which it looks like the picture is going to be the twins mirroring each other in a way. But anyways, there's 3 pieces left. I mean, there's 3 episodes left, so it looks like there's going to be 3 parts to it. And that also means if there's also 3 pieces left, there's only 3 episodes left in the entire series, unless that's just for a thing, but it can't be for a season because we've already been through 2 seasons. So maybe they knew all along, or maybe Alex wanted it to be all along, just 2 seasons. And if there was a third, it would just be a aftermath kind of season, which would be fine. I'm not saying that'd be bad, but it just seems that way. That's the way it's going, with three pieces left in that big picture of that own separate puzzle within the show Gravity Falls. But no, I was able to watch Gravity Falls last night. Watched it a couple times again this afternoon, morning and afternoon here, just to make sure I get everything that I want to touch up and bring up and talk about here in this episode. I did tweet out to the link to the Hangout, so other fans of Gravity Falls are welcome to join me, as I am the host here. So we'll see if anyone's do join the conversation. Excuse me, I'm just getting settled here still. But I'm going to start off saying that this episode was pretty good. Wasn't as good as I originally thought it would be. Then again, it's in 4-part series, so you can't have everything happen at once, and you can't have Bill Cipher being defeated right away, as much as we want that. But you got to draw it out. Otherwise, then what's the purpose of watching or having the other parts to this? Like I said, I think is going to be a 4-part series of Weirdmageddon. The episode Weirdmageddon cut into 4 parts, which in itself almost goes back to my original thought that I had. I think a couple of Gravity Falls videos ago. I think it was looking forward into this episode of Weirdmageddon. I also did a prediction of Weirdmageddon, but the one before that one, Gravity Falls, where I said that they could have ended the series right with Dipper Mabel versus the Future, and however they ended it, and then the Weirdmageddon thing being a movie. But I almost like it better this way, having it in parts, having it whatever. I mean, obviously you'd be entertained and interested if it was a movie, and we wouldn't have to wait a couple weeks to the next one, or a couple weeks to the next one, or having it go through the next, maybe even the next month, if it's going to be every 2 weeks or so. But then that in itself is drawing to the inevitable anyways, and it gives people like me and others here, probably the Gravity Falls community here on YouTube, chance to still talk about it, look forward to predicting and looking and discussing about part 2 and then part 3, part 4, if it is indeed 4 parts, as I am assuming. But this, like I said, this episode was pretty good. It had its funny moments, like the anime, when they were going through the bubbles. We kind of had a feeling, or at least I did, that the whole bubbles thing was gonna, put some of the integral part. Got Bill and his friends in a way, and how I've talked in the past about when they promote episodes, they use these scenes, and sometimes it looks worse than it actually is. Well, with Dipper, he actually says he was tricked by the nachos, and Wendy's there, and in the end it was a harmless thing. It was Wendy trying to trap somebody else because of her family and how they prepared for the apocalypse and all this other stuff. So it was somebody on Dipper's side. So that wasn't really a big thing like a Bill Cipher tricking thing, or even a Bill Cipher using somebody else to trick him again, kind of thing. But no, but then it was interesting with the Time Baby, Bill Cipher eliminating all of them, and then talking about being grumpy, and that was that future that Dipper and Mabel saw in that past episode. I don't remember specifically when that was. Apologize, but when we saw that future, that was him coming back and being and wreaking havoc, really there, and that's obviously thousands of years after this time period, I guess. See, this whole time paradox, time traveler, blended, and all this other stuff. I mean, it really got to me think: how does the time stream work? Like, if you go back in time and you change something, obviously it affects every step and motion all the way there, all the way to whatever that present time was. So when you go back to whatever your present time was, things will look different because of those changes made it when you went to the past. You know what I mean? So it's kind of confusing and it's kind of not, but it's just an interesting thing to think about, and you wonder how things will go. Now this whole thing with Wendy's friends and everything, and Robbie V escaping, I guess, or seemed like he escaped. That might be something big. He might be making an appearance. Now, I predicted that McGucket would be appearing at the end of this first part, but obviously that didn't happen, and I don't know if it's going to happen in part 2. I think either part 3 or part 4, if it is 4 parts, is when we're going to see McGucket, and McGucket going to be part of this whole team, along now with little old me, Giddy and Gleeful, who's now on the good guy's side. Everything that happened there near the end of the episode, in the end, really wanted to be with Mabel, and Dipper showing him that Mabel was never really going to be interested in him unless he changes, unless he changes in all aspects. So it seems like he's going to join the fight. But also when he looks at that picture when they were on that date, and everything, sad ties and all that other stuff, made me feel like maybe he might be the one that doesn't survive the apocalypse and survive the end of the season, which also means might mean the end of the series. Because maybe Dipper will be able to fix fix everything else that Bill did while during this battle and whatever, like bringing back Uncle Ford, police officer, and excuse me, and Mr. Northwest. But I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how these other parts go and how they all work in synchronized precision, and seeing how in the end Dipper and his team are able to defeat Bill Cipher. But yeah, like I said, episode 1, a lot of great scenes, a lot of great moments. More serious moments and funny moments. Because this is the battle. This is Apocalypse, Weirdmageddon. It's it's that big moment, continuous moment. It's continuing all the way to whenever we get to part 4 in the end. But I just think and hope that Gravity Falls gets a 3rd season. But with the way things are going, Weirdmageddon is split up in what could be 4 parts, and that whole puzzle piece of the bigger picture that I spoke about in the beginning here of this episode makes you think that this could be the end of the series. And if it is, it is. but hopefully not, and hopefully we can get a third and final season to wrap everything up, because it seems like we need that too. After the battle, after Weirdmageddon, how is everything fixed back to where it was, or everything being the way it should be? And it also makes you think with Brendan Blandon, his old time traveling thing. Remember from that one episode where he was looking for when I can't remember specifically or exactly how it was stated, but when he was looking for a time rift and that kind of thing, he's wondering where was it or what happened or whatever. And I wonder if it actually was this when Bill took over, and he even said he was fuzzy, like he doesn't remember when it was because he's looking for it, and he won't remember, or at least won't remember everything because he was possessed by Bill Cipher. So things that happen now makes you think what happened in past episodes, as it should. Continuity. And that was one of them that made me think too. And now, when I did my predictions, I thought that with Wendy talking to Dipper, that was going to be near the end, and that was going to be the right before the to be continued. No, that was a little bit earlier, and the actual to be continued is them going into that prison bubble, that bubble there with Mabel in it, and that's where they're gonna. Assuming that's where they're gonna start off in part 2. So continue the run, continue that hype train, and it's gonna continue all the way till we get to part 4. But just wait until Disney Channel and Gravity Falls put out promos for part 4. That final part, the promos, the teasers, the other little extra stuff. I'm sure they're gonna do. Maybe they'll have to say if it is the end of the series or not. But all this other stuff at that time, which could be 4 weeks from now or whenever, if episodes go in 2 weeks, that'd be 6 weeks from now actually. Leading up to the episode, part 4, the finale, the end. Sarah is defeated, put back where he's supposed to be put back. So that's, you want to talk about hype, wait until we get to that point. Wait until we get promos there. So and also it's kind of interesting when Gomper's the girl growing, and then him being the one, even not even meaning to, but helping getting Gleeful escape. And there was a very almost like a swerve, like a plot twist, definitely to me, with getting Gleeful now being on Dipper's side, being on the side of the good. At least it seems like it was of right now. See how it progresses into these parts, but definitely gonna be some impactful moments moving forward. So definitely let me know in the comment section below. Like this video and subscribe if you have not subscribed, as I put in the description of this video. Subscribe to the channel and like this video if you want more Gravity Falls content. Like I said, heck, I might be late to the game with doing it regularly, or what I mean, but I still might be able to squeeze 6 weeks out of it if that's how they're going to go, every 2 weeks being a new episode. I would hope every week, but if it is every 2 weeks or even every 3 weeks, as much as that would suck to wait for each and every episode for someone like me, new to the game of being a Gravity Falls uploader, uploading content of Gravity Falls here on YouTube, that I can spread it out all the way till then. And then obviously I will also have an episode at the end after the series finale, if it is in fact after this 4-part Weirdmageddon series of episodes or not. And hopefully I have some great guests on there. Maybe Vale Seabum, 94, Douglas McCrowell, the Royal Order, the Holy Mackerel. Obviously, it would be a dream to have Alex Hirsch or any of the voice actors for the show. But hopefully the Shapeshifter 2.0, the next big thing, Gravity Falls Gossiper, the author, all those YouTubers, as well be able to join me in one big mega episode together that I would be hosting. And obviously they will I would be greatly honored if any of all of them would be able to be part of that mega episode of mine. That would be obviously upload it onto my channel and their channels. I would allow them to do that obviously as well, and go from there, and then see how that is. And hopefully, when I do my preview after I see some promos for part 2, when I do my preview, and looking forward into that part, hopefully those individuals, those YouTubers specifically, are able to even join those as well if they want to. If they want to wait till the final one and the big one, the aftermath at the end of the series, then that's fine too. But to all those that are watching live, thank you, and those that will be watching later on, much appreciated. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, and get my name out there, help me out. I'm trying to grow the community, or trying to grow, obviously, my channel and the community within my channel to be discussed. Gravity Falls and other things I like. So hopefully you have a good day, good week, and take care.